Okay, make sure my mic is good. Cool. All right, let me get the mods over here. Let's see. Let's see. It's on 10. Let's see. Let's see. I'm live now. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get this right here on. Let's see on YouTube. Let's see. All right, let's go there. Okay, all right. Mm. Let me see. Let me get everybody in here. Everybody, y'all, give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just went live, y'all. Just hold on 1 second. Let's see. Come to YouTube. Come to YouTube. All right, y'all. Just hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me let me get it. Let everybody know I'm on YouTube. Hold on 1 second. All right. Let me see. Let me get this set up. Let me get that set up. All right. Y'all just hold on. Everybody's coming in. Y'all listen. Everybody's coming in. Do me a favor. If y'all can share this out, post this on y'all TikTok, wherever you looking in from. Let them know that I'm over here on YouTube. TikTok got in their feelings. TikTok got in their feelings, y'all. TikTok got in their feelings. So let me get my mods over here. Hold on 1 second. Let me go in and set this chat up. All right, Southern, I see you over here. Let me see. I'm still sharing it out. I ain't went live over here on YouTube in a while, but it's all right. We're going to get this information out. If y'all can hear me pretty well, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Mm-hmm. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me well. All right, let me do this right here. All right, okay, that's right. That's right. That's right. Let me set that up. Let me set it up before we get started. All right. All right, there you go. All right, you set up. All right, I'm trying to let people from TikTok know that I'm over here live. You said it's low. My volume is low. Beneath the surface, my volume is low. Yeah, before we get started, I want to make sure that I'm right. I want to make sure that I'm good. My volume low. If y'all can hear me fine, let me know. All right, I got people messaging me say that they are on their way over here to YouTube. It's a little muffled. Muffled? The fuck? Hold on. Oh no, we ain't finna do that. Hold on, let me no, we ain't, you say it's a little muffled. No, we not finna play those games. Hold on, let me straighten it up. Hold on, let me straighten it up. You say it's fine? Okay. Okay, y'all can hear me just fine. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. So listen, everybody that's coming in, do me a favor. Let me so y'all can see me. Boom, here I go. I'm back. So listen, y'all, hey, hey, shit happens, right? Hey, it happens. It happens. But listen, I'm a little bit more freer to speak over here and do what I need to do. Let me make this a little bit bigger, because we're going to get this information out. All right. Let me jack this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right. All right. Cool. Y'all can see me. I had to get a little bit taller. All right. All right. Cool. All right. You say you get the notification here, but not on TikTok. Sonny said you can hear me just fine. Okay, cool. If y'all can hear me just fine, that's amazing. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started while everybody's coming in. Okay. Hey, it happens. All right. So let's start over. So here, you know what? I could be a little bit more freer over here. So basically, what I'm doing is, if you're watching on a YouTube, I guess you can hit the square at the top. It'll put your phone in landscape. I don't know. I haven't been live on YouTube in a while. I guess you can hit it. Let me go to my account. Let's see. I wonder if I can see my live. Oh my goodness. Why in the hell? Wait. I got the wrong no. I got the wrong thing. Why in the hell I got Diddy? No. We gotta change that. Why in the hell I got Diddy as a thumbnail? Hold on, y'all. Listen, everybody that's coming in, thank y'all so much for coming in. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. No, we're not finna do that. Hold on 1 second, y'all. If y'all, man, listen, tap the screen, y'all. Let's get those hearts up so they can get this live out, because we got so much to cover. I got the wrong damn thumbnail. No, it's not Diddy. I got the wrong damn thumbnail. This right here is all about. We ain't. Hey, I'm just going to have to change that thumbnail later. Hey. I mean, I don't know what you expect me to do. I mean, let me see if I can change. Listen, this is not false advertisement. All right, I would just want y'all. This is not TikTok. God damn it. Let me see if I can do it from here. I can't change it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. We just got to deal with it like this. Hey. I don't know what y'all want me to do or say, but we just gonna leave it right here. But everybody that's coming in, listen, thank y'all so much for coming to the live. Y'all, we came here from over on TikTok. I'll be back on TikTok next week. Don't even ask. I'll be back on TikTok next week. All right. But for now on, we're going to go live over here. All right. So get the word out. If you from TikTok coming from over here, go back on TikTok and share this. Let them know, hey, Great Vibes is on live on YouTube right now. I already put up a video. The video is up. They should get it. It looked like my volume level is very high over here. Let me jack this down some. Yeah, so let them know. So before we get started, this is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. All right, we go try our best to stay within the community guidelines over here, but also we're going to have fun doing it. Now, I got permission from the mother. Let me make this a little bit more. Let me push this in just a little bit. We got permission from the mother. All right, to bring, to talk about this. And I'm talking about the birth mother, not that fake mother that's out there that y'all call Shelly Carter. That's not her mother. All right. Let me, hold on. Okay, there it is. Y'all just move some stuff around. Give me a second. We're going to move this right here. We're going to move this right here. All right, y'all should be able to see this better. Boom. Got it. Now, once again, we got so many people that's following Allie, that's following Shelly, and they have believed these stories for so long. I am Divine. Thank you so much for coming over. That has believed these stories for so long to where they was able to reach into these people's pockets. And I'm talking about people on Facebook. I'm talking about folks over there on Twitter. I'm talking about people on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. They was able to profit, make money off of the stories that Allie and Shelly have put out for a very long time. And I'm talking about anywhere between 5 to 7 years. Now, what people don't like me doing is exposing, well, you could say exposing, but taking their stories. If Allie say one thing, I would take that video and put it by another video. And when you play both of those videos side by side, the storylines doesn't add up. The stories completely change. Well, Great Vibes, what are you talking about? I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right? Let's play this one that I played on TikTok and they got mad. All right?
I was sold to Joe Biden multiple times. I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes all over the place, all over the world.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you to understand and to know? And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
No, because everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
So y'all just heard that Allie Carter stated, or she alleged, that she was in the White House, well, trafficked to Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Joe Biden, right? Allegedly. She was trafficked to these individuals.
Bruh.
Pay attention.
Hi, Ali. Thanks so much for coming. Before we get started, I just want to make
Thanks for
sure
having me.
our audience knows your background a little bit. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. The short story is a little hard, but my name's Allie. I'm 27 years old. CPS reports, Child Protective Services reports, say that I was 3 months old when things started happening for me. Sexual assault, verbal, physical abuse. But I remember as far as 4 years old, throughout my childhood, I was abused sexually, physically, emotionally, mentally. I never seen anything wrong with it because it was something that was always happening within the family. So I never knew that there was something wrong. And about 12 or 13 or so of my biological mother, I call her my surrogate.
Mm.
She started dating every means of authority in my life, chief of police, my school counselors, my campus supervisors, my doctors. It turned to the point where her boyfriends and the people that she had around her were always abusing me. I was one out of six children, all girls. And for me, my sisters around me used to say that my family loved me more. They always loved me more. And I didn't understand what that meant. We all lived a abusive life in the same house, a different abusive life in the same house. But for me, I was being drugged and put in her bed at night for her boyfriends to sexually assault me. This was always within the family. So eventually, 12 or 13, I really got sick, being abused in my own closets at night, and the pain, and then being physically beaten by her because she felt like her boyfriends were paying more attention to me. So then I started running. I started trying to kill myself. I didn't want to die. I just wanted the pain to stop. So I tried many different things, and then eventually that landed me in a mental hospital for a month. Not to mention being in the hospital for some time because of everything that was done. After that, I was put into foster care. After foster care and being in government custody, I thought that everything would slow down. I thought it would be okay, but it just continued. I didn't know what I was into. I didn't know as a kid what was happening. I just knew that some people knew me before I knew them or knew of them, and I didn't know why. In foster care, I started talking to someone who I thought I met online. A few people that I thought I met on my own, they already knew of me.
Bruh.
Do I? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on before y'all get all emotional in the comments. I really hope y'all paying attention. I really hope y'all paying attention here.
It I was sold to Joe Biden multiple times. Um, I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes all over the place, all over the world.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand and to know. And to this point, I don't think a national platform has given you the opportunity to say those things.
No, because everybody is complicit. It is covered up by your local FBI. It is covered up by your local police department.
So far, we heard she said that she was at home with her mother. At 3 months, some stuff happened to her, allegedly. Then at 4 years old, some stuff happened to her at home, allegedly. All the way up to 14, 15 years old, allegedly. Right? After she left, after she ran away from home, she went to a mental hospital or a mental institute. Then after the mental institute, she got placed in foster care, allegedly with Shelly. Right? If you've been following my platform on TikTok, you've been following the story. When did she have time to go to the White House and deal with a Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Michelle Obama, allegedly? I'm going to let y'all put that in the comments. When did this happen? She gave a smooth timeline from 3 months, allegedly, all the way up to 15 years old, where she left home, went to the mental hospital, and then went into the care of Shelly. Anybody can help me out. Pamela said during Christmas. Are y'all with? If y'all are with me, put a 1 in the chat. Right? That's the only way we're going to push this YouTube platform out. Cause man, we had over 500 people in the room on TikTok. I bet them. I know what happened. Them angels in the arm. Anyway, they love me. So if y'all follow me, just hey. Okay.
Bruh.
So far, see. Let me tell you what people don't like about me. Now that I'm starting to put these videos side by side, and we are doing contrast and comparison, everybody that's still stuck in that mind frame, that's stuck in that area to where we believe Allie, we believe everything. We stand with Allie. We stand with Shelly. We stand with everyone that supports these two individuals. Anybody that comes against that, we don't support them. They don't even like kids. That's how people view us. That's how they view me because of the DMs that I got. Y'all know who y'all is. Y'all know who y'all be. So far firsthand, because remember, this is going to be uploaded. So far firsthand, your ass just heard 2 totally different stories. Now, is Great Vibes wrong? Was I wrong for showing this? Do you still believe Allie? What tunnels the White House, Barack, Michelle, is it true?
Bruh.
Pamela said, we love you. I'm just saying, all right? To catch everybody up, because I did the intro on TikTok, so I got to do it over here. And I need to start going live from YouTube more. Okay, make sure I ain't freezing up. Is I'm freezing up? Wait a minute. I know I ain't freezing up. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. I know I ain't freezing up. I want to make sure. Okay, there it is. So over here, I want y'all to pay attention. Over here. Let's start with this. I should have did this. My bad. This house that y'all see above me, this is not a residential home. You see Allie and Shelly, right? That's Allie sitting in Shelly's lap. But right next to Allie, you see a white piece of paper. That's Shelly's LinkedIn account. That's where she put that she was a hold on. I want to make sure I show it to you all. Wait a minute. Elizabeth, thank you so much for the super chat. I want to make sure I say this correctly. This is all eyes on me. Ugly. Her LinkedIn account. Here it is. All right. What I'm about to read to you all, that's what this is right here. So y'all can see it's the same damn thing, all right? Same damn thing. Shelly Carter, mental health care professional. Shelly Carter, mental health care professional. Allie said when she was 15 years old, she ran away to the mental hospital. Are we following? Allie said, now her birth mother said she ran away at the age of 15 and a half years old. Allie said she ran away at 15 to a mental hospital. Shelly Carter, a mental health care professional. Are we following? Let's proceed. Let's go. Oh God. Let me pull up YouTube so I can follow y'all in the chat. Hold on. I know them damn kids did not come in my room and take my damn remote control. Okay, so now that's what you see on that piece. In the middle, you see her degree from California Baptist University. Shelley Ray Carter, Master of Science, Counseling, Psychology. She's a psychologist. Mental, she's a psychologist. Way over to the right, that paperwork that you see, which is this right here. I want to let y'all see that I'm reading it. So y'all can see it's the same one that y'all. That paperwork is when she filed articles of incorporation of a non-profit public benefit corporation. Anything that's filed with the government, or of course, non-profit is a government, is a government organization, meaning it's public records. You can FOIA this information. Anyone can do it. You can pull it. I can pull it. The name of this organization was Open Arms of Love and Hope Ministry. It was filed by the Secretary of State of California, August 7, 2014, by Shelley R. Carter. That's this building right above me. Y'all follow me? All right, y'all follow me? Cool. Gotcha. All right. Put a 1 in the comments if y'all will follow me. All right? Put a 1 in the comments if y'all will follow me. I want to make sure we learning this together. All right. Did I lose anyone? Is anybody lost? So, Allie said that she was trafficked through tunnels, through the museums, underground schools. She was with the presidents. But in the same breath, in another video, she said that she was at home with her mother all the way up until she ran away. Then she got to the mental hospital. And then she went into foster care, allegedly with Shelley. All right? And we got the fake paperwork that she filed. Y'all know the one I'm talking about with the ink that she wrote in. And she told everybody, she's going around on YouTube and Instagram telling everybody, hey, here's the proof. I have it. But when we show the document, that's not legal. It's forged paperwork that wasn't even filed. Y'all follow me? Let's go.
Something always happened. And again, I never knew why. I always thought this was something normal. This is my fault. This is the way things work for me. I moved so many times from foster home to foster home because of situations that happened within the home. I went to 19 high schools in 1 year in my time in foster care. I graduated from my 19th high school. I was moved so much. Nobody ever did anything. Child Protective Services, my social workers.
All right. Have she said anything? No, fuck it. We gonna play it again.
Multiple times. I was sold to Joe Biden multiple times. Um, I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes all over the place, all over the world.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
These people participated in sex abuse firsthand with you.
Yes.
Can you tell that story? Because that's important for people to understand and to know. And to this point, I don't.
So y'all heard that, right? Let's contrast and comparison.
Online, a few people that I thought I met. I just knew that some people knew me before I knew them or knew of them, and I didn't know why. In foster care, I started talking to someone who I thought I met online. A few people that I thought I met on my own, they already knew of me. Something always happened. And again, I never knew why. I always thought this was something normal. This is my fault. This is the way things work for me. I moved so many times from foster home to foster home because of situations that happened within the home. I went to 19 high schools in 1 year in my time in foster care. I graduated from my 19th high school. I was moved so much. Nobody ever did anything. Child Protective Services, my social workers, they knew about what was happening.
Okay, y'all listen. Don't worry. No, I'm playing it again. I'm playing it again. Because what we are hearing is that she's been with presidents. She alleged that she's been with presidents. In this other video, she said that she was at home and then she went into the mental hospital and then into foster care. She went to 19 different high schools. Then she said she graduated. So you graduate around 17, 18 years old, right? But not once she mentioned anything about being trafficked through tunnels to elite homes or none of this shit in this video. So no, it's not on delay. I'm doing this on purpose. All right, do y'all got me? Y'all follow? Y'all follow me? Okay, cool.
Happening, but they never stopped it. They wrote it into the reports. They would just dismiss things. And prior to that, because of who my biological family was, I do not know the truth of who I belong to. I don't have any pictures of myself as a baby. I don't know what the truth is. I was being placed back and forth within the family, so I don't know who was really who. But everybody was scared of my prior last name. So no one wanted to investigate. No one wanted to dig too deep. Law enforcement knew. At one point, my bio mother was beating us. She was recording sexual assault, and she was recording. She would pour Benadryl. She would pour cleaning agents. She would pour milk down my sister's throat, who was allergic to milk because of her medical disability. And she would watch her throw up, and she would record it. And she had these tapes in the back of her closet. Now, legally, this was documented and everybody knew about it, but nobody wanted to do anything because who was buying these tapes? And then finally, 15 and a half, I was auctioned to Russia.
Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Y'all, my goodness. Y'all listen. Y'all, did she Did she just say that she went to 19 different high schools? Listen to me closely. Did she just say that she went to 19 different high schools and she graduated? Now she just said when she was 15, she went to Russia.
Bruh.
See, y'all ass listen to these damn videos and say, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this happened to Allie Carter. It's a shame what happened to Allie Carter. But you don't listen. You're not listening, Karen. You're not paying attention to nothing she's saying. The smallest details make the biggest impact. You hear what I'm saying? My goodness. You said she can't keep up. No, she can't even keep up with her own timeline. She just said that at 19 she graduated from high school. Now she just said at 15 she went off to Russia. Let's go. Y'all, put the hearts in the comments. I know you can do hearts over here on YouTube. Put the hearts in the comments. Y'all help your boy Great Vibes to get this YouTube. I ain't been live on YouTube since January. Please help me get this platform out. All right? Appreciate it.
By my pimp. I knew that.
Hold on.
15 and a half, but he knew about it, but nobody wanted to do anything because who was buying these tapes? And then finally, 15 and a half, I was auctioned to Russia by my pimp. I knew that if I took off with this man that brought me, I would never come back.
Bruh.
So I ran. I hid for a year. Child Protective Services still collected money for me. They did nothing about it. And then eventually I came back into the system because I was so scared of everything that was.
Y'all, please, can I process this? Please, give me a second. Let me hear that again.
A year, child, but he knew about it. Milk down my sister's throat, who was allergic to milk because of her medical disability, and she would watch her throw up and she would record it. And she had these tapes in the back of her closet. Now, legally, this was documented and everybody knew about it, but nobody wanted to do anything because who was buying these tapes? And then finally,
Southern Mother of Dragon, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Damn, that had a little reverb on it. That's like a fart where you like in a bathroom, like at a restaurant. You know, like you at a restaurant. Look at this right here. Y'all, she's showing out on the. She's showing out. You know, y'all, she's showing out. Thank you. Well, you know how when you in a public restroom, y'all, I'm trying to get comfortable going live on YouTube because I'm used to my TikTok audience. Man, y'all, we was pushing over 500 people in the room. But anyway, you know how when you walk into a restaurant and when you eat that appetizer, and before the waiter bring your food, your plate, your entree to the table, you're like, hold on, y'all, I got to run to the bathroom. The minute your ass walk into that damn bathroom because you held it for so long, how many times y'all did that? See, y'all don't be, y'all, see, sometimes it just can't wait. But when you walk in that bathroom and it releases, and you hope that no one else is in that bathroom. Because if somebody else is in that bathroom and they open up that stall and they see your ass over there doing this shit right here, You going to get this look. That's what they gonna tell you.
Bruh.
Sorry, y'all. Just all right, y'all. Listen. I'm trying to get myself together over here. Y'all, Southern Mother is showing out over here on the super chat. Pay attention. Okay? Please pay attention to what she just said. You said crap, no pun intended. My feet keeps going in and out due to the storm. Your feet keep going in and out due to the storm. Your feet keeps going out due to
Bruh.
your feet keeps going. Don't even worry about it. All right, y'all. Listen up. Listen up again.
15 and a half, I was auctioned to Russia by my pimp. I knew that if I took off with this man that brought me, I would never come back. So I ran. I hid for a year. Child Protective Services still collected money for me.
Wait, Tori. Tori Outlaw. Allie. Tori. Hold on. You just said in the same sentence, you graduated from high school. Now in the same breath, you was sent out to Russia at 15. You got away from that, so you disappeared. I'm assuming you're talking about you were still in Russia. Then all of a sudden you turned back up in the United States of America. I mean, I'm trying to understand here. You ran when you got shipped off to Russia. You ran away for a year, and all of a sudden you end up back in Riverside, California, just out of nowhere.
They did nothing about it. And then eventually I came back into the system because I was so scared of everything that was going on. I needed help. I didn't know which way to go. So I came back into the system and it all started again. And
Bruh.
So you just walk back into the system. If y'all please tell me, how do that work? She walked back into the system.
Bruh.
You said, but CPS collected all the money.
Bruh.
You can't make this shit up. And then by 1920, I'm sorry if I don't get it exactly right. I'm really stressed out. 1920, I was adopted. I'm adopted. She adopted me as an adult, and things didn't stop from there, but it took a minute.
Yeah, are y'all lost? Listen. Are y'all lost? Because she completely just lost me, and I heard this already. So a few years. Wait, what?
I'm sorry if I don't get it exactly right. For me, they did nothing about it, and then eventually I came back into the system because I was so scared of everything that was going on. I needed help. I didn't know which way to go, so I came back into the system, and it all started again. And then by 1920, I'm sorry if I don't get it exactly right. I'm really stressed out. 1920, I was adopted. I'm adopted. She adopted me as an adult, and things didn't stop from there, but it took a minute, and then here we are. And it
You ready? Y'all ready for me to call cap on that adoption? Let's call cap on that adoption real quick. Oh, you was adopted, huh? Hmm. Y'all just hold tight. You was adopted, huh? Cool. All right. Hmm. You was adopted. Okay. All right now. You was adopted. Huh. I want to make sure I pull up the right paperwork. You was adopted, huh? Y'all know Allie came after. She came after me, y'all. She called me a sorry excuse for a man. You was adopted, huh? Well, what is this? All right, let me hold on. Let me straighten it out. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna make it to where y'all can see this. You was adopted, huh? Is this what you going around telling everybody and making everybody feel sorry for your stories? Huh? Is this what you talking about? Y'all remember this? We went over this already. This what you talking about right here? Oh, sorry, right here. Ooh, boom, right here. You know, you and Shelly came up with this fake paperwork, right? Because there's nothing on this paperwork that's was brought in by the state. Nothing. Nothing on here. Well, great vibes. What do you mean? All right, great vibes. What do you mean, great vibes? If you look at this paperwork very closely, let me make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, now remember, I'm new to YouTube, all right? I post videos, but I don't go live as much. If you look at this paperwork very clearly, this is what they go around showing everybody, telling everybody that they have paperwork and proof that she was adopted by Shelly. This is what they're using, okay? Number one is this not even what the courts use. You could print this shit out over the internet and fill in the blanks. Also, what you see on here, you see a notary. Family court you don't need to notarize anything in family court. I don't know where the hell that shit come from. And if you look at it closely, it's backwards. Two, when you notarize something, it has its own sheet of paper. Its own paper by itself. Notarized here. It got the notary, time, date, place, the notary's signature and all that stuff. It's on the whole separate sheet. But it's not done in family court. All right. Next, you see discrepancies in this. It's written in ink. That's 4. 5, there's no state seal. Y'all follow me? Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. Just making sure we're on the right page. So I'm gonna leave this right here. Since you want to talk about the adoption, the fake ass adoption, we're gonna leave this sucker right here because you've been to the White House already. We got that discovered. You've been to the White House already, and we are proud that you was able to meet the presidents, right? Joe Biden and Obama. Man, God, that's amazing. Let's go.
It's always continued. We've had people break into our house. When they find me again, I've tried to blend in, I've tried to hide, and people have, which is why we're on the road now. We've been on the road for 16 months straight because we had a situation where we still pay rent and we still have a home in California, but we can't go back there right now because it's not safe. We had someone who broke into the home. We have someone who has killed our animals. I've been poisoned and spent 40 days in the hospital after they found me again when I told them no. We've had someone break into the house and thrash and trash the house but not take anything just to let us know that they were there. It's been back and forth. And then because I said something about a chief of police, we have been pulled over in 8 different states back to back. Last year, it was February 20th, February 21st, February 22nd, from state to state without a ticket, without any logic. They just pull us over, harass, and want to know, where's your car parked? How long will you be gone? What are you doing? And we haven't gotten a ticket. There was nothing because of that. It was just they were wanting to let us know that they were there. So It's been a lot, and when I say they, I know people are like, who is they? I have been trafficked, unfortunately, sold, and had to be with people from many different types of rings: doctors, lawyers, judges, attorneys, elite politicians, elite accountants, elite celebrities, two sitting presidents. Things have just never
Hold
stopped,
on.
so I
Whoa, whoa,
learned
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
try to
whoa, whoa,
blend
whoa,
because
whoa.
doctors, lawyers, judges, attorneys, elite politicians, elite accountants, elite celebrities, two sitting presidents.
I'm gonna pause it right there. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause right there, preacher. Preacher, I want you to pause right there. For everybody that's coming in, thank y'all so much for showing up to the platform. All right, y'all see our goal that we need to meet. We got one person that donated already. We just need 9 more people. All right, I appreciate it. So she met all these people. Once again, in her first breath, she said that she was with her mother. She ran away from 15. She went to a mental hospital, presumably Shelly's business that y'all see right. Let me make this smaller. Shelly's business that you see right here. And then she was adopted. I mean, she got put into the foster system. Now remember, Shelly met Allie when she was 13. 15, she ran away with Shelly. So from 15 all the way up till now, she's been in the custody of Shelly. All right? In the second breath, she just said that y'all just witnessed, I've been with all these elites, all these politicians, and I've been with presidents. Y'all, I'm off the camera because I'm vaping. Y'all, let me know if I'm wrong. Please let me know if I'm wrong. Are y'all following me so far? Did Great Five say anything wrong, bashing anybody, talking crazy about it? I just want to know. Because I know Shelly's going to see this again. And they're going to say, hey, you said you was in the Lincoln. Look here, Liz. I'm tired. Thank you for coming over. Here we go again with this shit. You wasn't in no damn Lincoln, all right? Y'all, let's stay focused over here. Y'all follow me? Good. Divinely said you doing great. I appreciate it. Because it was wild over there on TikTok. It was getting wild. Now, I'll be back on camera in a minute. But let's continue. And listen, I am so glad that y'all are listening to these videos with me. All right? So y'all can hear all the mistakes and the stories that's flipping all over the damn place. Her timeline is not even adding up. Are y'all hearing me? This is what people fell in love with. But all of this is done under the spell of Shelly. That's why I have her degree up here in psychology. That's why I have the paperwork where their business that you see over here, as far as where they take in, mentally challenged people and different things like that. Sex trafficking victims and things like that. Non-profit organization, meaning the state is funding it. Oh, by the way, Shelly, since y'all watching, remember when they took this business from you? When you got okay, all right, we'll talk about that later.
Things have just never stopped. So I learned to try to blend, because when I tried to go to therapist or take into psychologists, people find out about MK Ultra programming and what I've been through, and they want to experiment on me. And that's not going to help. I just want to be, and I just want to be free, and I just want to have peace. I don't want anybody's money or anything more than that. I just want to be.
Well, yeah, that's horrible. You said something about your prior last name. Do you know what it is?
Mm-hmm. Outlaw.
Outlaw.
My name before was Tori Outlaw.
Okay. Maybe we can find out about something. Do you have a guess why they're afraid of it?
Well, my biological.
By the way, y'all, this right here was shot some years back, because remember, I am going through old videos and we are breaking them down together. Now, with that being said, they found a person way over in Beijing some damn where. Matter of fact, let me show y'all this. They found somebody way in Beijing somewhere to do this interview. Look at his name. I can't even read that. I just see a bunch of tic-tac-toes to do this interview. Not nobody from the States. Somebody all the way over. Mike said, damn ass. All right, y'all follow me. All right. Hold on. Man, she been to the White House. That's amazing. Okay.
Mother, whatever anybody wants to call her. She was involved with the Black Panthers. She was involved with many deep satanic things. So is the whole family. There's a history within the family, and I don't know how deep that goes. I never knew. I still don't know how deep that goes. But everybody was scared, intimidated, and knew not to push any further. And I don't know why. No one's ever helped with the things that have already been put out there, documented. And like I said, I was one out of 6 girls. So it didn't. There was things that didn't just happen to me. They happened to other kids that were within the home. So it just didn't make any sense. But I was taken out of the home and put in foster care.
So the police were well aware of the people who have power. When they see your last name, they know who they are and what they've been doing for a long time. This child sex trafficking thing has obviously been going on for a long time. And you also have mentioned that they went as far as building underground tunnels and underground cities all over the world to traffic children, right?
Yes.
And they were like millions.
Dude, ask her when she was in these damn tunnels. You ain't asking the right question, Mr. Beijing, Shanghai, Chichong. Listen, you're not asking. Let me get on camera. Let my black ass get on camera real quick. Let me move. Let's get, you know what? Let me get on camera. Fuck this. Forget this. Let me get on. Listen, Beijing, Shanghai. This is for entertainment purposes only. Chichong, why are you not asking her to break down the timeline? She just gave you 2 totally different timelines, and not once you question it. First, she said she went all the way through and graduated. She went to 19 different high schools and graduated. Now she said in the same sentence that she was moved around to Russia and all these damn tunnels and to these presidents and these politicians and these entrepreneurs and all this shit. When? Yeah, you boy, ask the right question. God damn it.
So people being trafficked, maybe more. A lot of them are kids. So do you know why are they so obsessed with kids? What do they get from torturing, eating, and raping babies?
Money, power. It's not just about children. There's layers of trafficking. There is sex trafficking. There is labor trafficking. You know, for a drug shipment, you can sell a drug shipment 1 or 2 times until you run out of drugs. But for children and for people, you can sell them until there's literally nothing left of their bodies. After you sell them for human sex trafficking, you can use their empty bodies after they take out all their organs, and they put those on the black market. So if you need a heart or a kidney or something like that from the hospital, these are taken from victims. There's the joke of, if I go to Mexico or somewhere out in the middle of nowhere, I can get a heart for cheap. And those are victims' organs. Once you die, your body is put on ice and they gut you.
Allie, ma'am. Okay. you're speaking on something that has nothing to do with the issue at hand when it comes to child sex trafficking. I played a video on my TikTok yesterday that broke down how the organization works, allegedly. Okay? The children that's being sex trafficked in this country, they are not from this country. They don't speak English. They don't even speak Spanish. They they you're right, they get them as babies. They separate them from their parents at a very young age. It's babies because they are easier to train. They are easier to train. Okay? They are easier to train. All right? So what I want you to do, Allie, I want you to take a deep breath and know exactly what you're talking about. Because you put yourself, Southern, I got you. You just said your story is flipping all over the damn place. And you're telling somebody else's story. Slow down, relax. If you're gonna tell this lie that Shelly fed to you, tell the lie correctly. All right, Shelly, I'm talking to you through Allie. All right, I hope you, I hope you hear me. Let's continue.
And they take out organs. I'm talking about 5-year-old babies. I'm talking about adults. They take your organs, they put them on the black market. So this is another source of trafficking, and the human sex traffickers work with the organ traffickers. From there, they can use your empty body as a suitcase to. They will put you in hearses. They will use your body to stuff drugs and carry them over the border because no one is looking at dead bodies. After that, they use. Some people have really sick fetishes. Some people have fetishes about having sex with dead bodies, having sex with in the mix of people's limbs, having.
Have y'all noticed she's going into a whole world of what's going on, in that genre. I'm not discrediting that. Now I want y'all to understand this. I'm not, man, streaming on YouTube is different. And I ain't gonna hold you. You know what, y'all? Let's put a pin in it. Sidebar, okay? Sidebar. I'm going to stream tonight again on YouTube. I'm gonna stream tomorrow and the next day because I got to get this. I got to get this page going over here on YouTube. It's challenging, okay, going from TikTok with over 500 people in your room to this. So y'all bear with me, okay? Allie is telling a story, right? She's telling some things that do happen. But the same things that she's telling you, you can research this information. Are y'all following me? But what she's doing is she's putting it as that she was one of these victims. That she was trafficked as a child, like she said. But when she first got on this live talking to this guy from, to talking to Chic Song here, she said, I was with mama, I ran away, got to the mental hospital, and then I got put into the foster system, allegedly with Shelly. When was you into all this other trafficking stuff with the tunnels and shit? I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Shelly, you did a number on this woman. Let's go.
Having sex in pools of blood. So they will use your dead body for things like that, as well as what they can get out of you while you're alive. Then there's the situation of your body can be ground up and used as meat. There is they have coined it the term hufu, like tofu, but hufu. It is the equivalent of human tofu substitute, and it's human flesh. And you can look that up right now. That is happening. But many people don't see that because this is my story, and I understand it's a lot to fathom. So I thank you for listening. I thank you for sharing, and I thank you for just opening your heart to try to hear it, because it's not easy to take in. It's not easy to realize that it's happening all around you, everywhere. There is not a place that this is not happening. Every state, every country, this is happening everywhere, and it's been going on for decades. And everybody can't see that because it's been so. There's a huge distraction. Mainstream media, they distract you with race and division. They distract you with gas prices. They distract you with corrupt administrations. They distract you with whatever they can to create this division so you're not paying attention, but all roads lead to trafficking. They do these things and it becomes a addiction. It becomes a sick habit that they can't stop.
Can you tell me who are consuming those children?
Elite celebrities. Everybody is so worried about the top, but there are so many people on the bottom and in the middle. Your everyday people, your trash pickup, your sports, your everyday people. This is not just about elite celebrities. Everybody wants to have their noses in elite celebrities' business because they feel like this is just going to be
Bruh.
Wait till I get gooder. Wait till I get gooder over here on YouTube. God damn it, wait till I get gooder over here. Boy, no, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Y'all heard what she said, right? Let's do it. Is it this? Yep. Let's do it. Let's go here. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. No, let's do it. We gonna once, cause I'm gonna keep playing it until she give us this story when it happened. All right. I'm gonna play it again and again. Y'all just keep tapping the screen, I guess. I don't know how YouTube does it. Just keep tapping the screen, I guess. I guess that's how you say it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Boom, right here. All right, Allie. We still waiting on this right here. Okay.
In sex abuse, first.
Hold on. Rewind it.
Sold to Joe Biden multiple times. I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools, through your cemeteries, under your
Jaguar, you asked yeah, it's all lies, that's correct. And her mother, Miss Outlaw, said trust herself. Is Tori still teaching dance to minors? Let me give y'all a quick update about Tori. Okay. Tori is, let's just put it like this right here. No, she's not teaching dance. She's been located. All right, I'm not trying to mess up what's in progress right now. It has nothing to do with me. We're talking about it's a good thing. But no. But no. But even during the time that she said that she was teaching, that she was over in Russia and all this other horse crap, that I'm going to show receipts. She was yes, she was teaching dance classes. She was doing that on the side out there in Riverside, California. She was taking photos and stuff with different people. She was in a few videos, not professional music videos, but she was in a few videos. And also she was in a few dance competitions. So all this time where she says she was somewhere swimming across the Pacific Ocean, she was in Riverside, California. And we're going to show those receipts a little later on in the live. All right, let's go.
be
I
this is
get
just
it.
this. And everybody's so concerned
Yeah.
about the person that I go to their concert and the person that I have their poster, and that's not it. My family was no one special.
So if anyone can be part of
Yes.
this, how come we never heard anything about it? If Trashman can get it, maybe I can get it.
Hmm.
W- w-
Anyone
w-
can get into this life.
because many people would think, oh, that's illegal. That's very easy to get caught. We gotta have heard stories, right? There is no way we don't hear anything about it. So what happened?
Well, you see it with people that are, you'll hear about it. There are articles and things that come out with finding. I know there was one recently in Georgia,
Yeah.
where you they found 90 children in a home being trafficked in an everyday suburb home. There were 200 children that came off of a container ship in Long Beach. You hear about these things.
You hear about this stuff, right? I want y'all to follow me. I want y'all to follow me, okay? You heard what she just said. You hear about this stuff. But she also said in the same breath that she was also in containers too to be shipped to Russia by her pimp. Who's her pimp? She says in the same breath that she was in these same shipping containers to be shipped over to Russia by her pimp. She also said that when she went to Russia, she had the girlfriend treatment. Y'all remember that over on TikTok when I showed the video? She gets the girlfriend treatment on the weekends. And then all of a sudden, after that girlfriend treatment, she comes back to the States. And then she get flown back out there again.
Bruh.
But these things are suppressed and silenced, because no one wants the truth to come out there. No one can fathom the truth. People don't want to cause mass panic and mass hysteria. They don't want to do that, so they hush it. And the system is rigged. The entire system is rigged, from the court systems, the police systems. The systems are rigged. Mainstream media, it's rigged so that no one knows the truth.
So stories happen out there, we just didn't look for it, and the media didn't try to make that the main narrative. Okay. All right. So you have also mentioned before that you have been to Hollywood celebrity parties, right? And can you tell us what those parties are like?
Yes,
Like,
tell us.
how do they work? Who are there? What?
God, see, Ching Chong, sir, terrible interviewer. You gotta ask her when, what age, how you get there. When, where, and how. Those the questions I will be asking. Okay, Tori, cool. You said you was with these celebrities, all right? You was moved around from place to place on a wheel, and they just picked your ass out, put you on a table, did what they had to do, put your ass back on the wheel. Let me ask you this right here. At what age did you meet your first celebrity? These are the questions that I would ask. All right?
What do they do?
It depends. I've been to elite parties where they're having orgies. They bring children into these parties. I was 14, 15. They bring children into the parties. They
Okay, she did that for us. She did. Y'all remember this? I need y'all to drop this timestamp in the comments. 14 minutes and 10 seconds. Put that in the comments right now. 14 minutes and 10 seconds. Please put that in the comments. 14 minutes and 10 seconds. Watch this right here. All right. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all are the best, right? Now she said she was 14, between 14 and 15 when she was dealing with the celebrities.
As a kid, what was happening. I just knew that some people knew me before I knew them or knew of them, and I didn't know why. For a month, not to mention being in the hospital for some time. Her boyfriends were paying more attention to me. So eventually, 12 or 13, I really got sick, being abused in my own closets at night, and the pain, and then being physically beaten by her because she felt like her boyfriends were paying more attention to me. So then I started running. I started trying to kill myself. I didn't want to die. I just wanted the pain to stop. So I tried many different things, and then eventually that landed me in a mental hospital for a month, not to mention being in the hospital for some time because of everything that was done. After that, I was put into foster care. After foster care and being in government custody, I thought that everything would slow down. I thought it would be okay, but it just continued. I didn't know what I was into. I didn't know as a kid what was happening. I just knew that some people knew me before I knew them or knew of them, and I didn't know why. In foster care, I started talking to someone who I thought I met online, a few people.
All right, Mike, take care. All right, Mike, thank you so much, man. You say you heard it for your daughter's birthday. Tell your daughter, I don't care if your daughter is a year, 2 years, 5, 10, 15, 20. Hell, your daughter may be 30. Tell her Great Vibes on 10 for the win said, happy birthday.
Bruh.
Good to see you. So, let's keep it moving. So, y'all just heard that. Hold on, let's finish it out.
They already knew of me. Something always happened. And again, I never knew why. I always thought this was something normal. This is my fault. This is the way things work for me. I moved so many times from foster home to foster home because of situations that happened within the home. I went to 19 high schools in 1 year in my time in foster care. I graduated from my 19th high school. I was moved so much. Nobody ever did anything. Child Protective Services, my social workers, they knew about what was happening, but they never stopped it. They wrote it into the reports. They would just dismiss things. And prior to that, because of who my biological family was, I do not know the truth of who I belong to. I don't have any pictures of myself as a baby. I don't know what the truth is. I was being placed back and forth within the family, so I don't know who was really who, but everybody was scared of my prior last name. So no one wanted to investigate. No one wanted to dig too deep. Law enforcement knew. At one point, my bio mother was beating us. She was recording sexual.
Okay, so y'all heard her so far, right? She's giving what's going all the way up through 14, 15, and then she said she ran away, right? And all this other stuff happened where she went into the mental hospital and then into the foster care system. One of y'all caught that. She said that she when she say her pimp, she mentioned a she. Good catch. Good catch. Now, once again here, she said he asked her about the celebrities, which is right.
I've been to elite parties where they're having orgies. They bring children into these parties. I was 14, 15. They bring children into the parties.
Bruh.
Y'all caught that? So this is to Allie's Army and the 90s Nation, the 90s, whatever you call yourselves, because I know y'all going to get this, okay? She just did herself again a disjustice or injustice. Disjustice, injustice, something like that. She just did it again. But y'all fall in love with the story and not using critical thinking, man. Y'all not listening to the video. Y'all not listening to what she's saying. So guess what? I'm going to do that for you. Well, what about the kids? Shut your ass up.
They have orgies where there are sometimes more than 10 people, more than 30 people having sex at a time. I have been to elite festival parties where sex machines, multiple stations where people can fulfill their sick fetishes, whether that is drinking a child's blood, and I mean literally cutting someone and watching their blood come out and catching it like you are drinking out of a chocolate fountain. It's sometimes drug parties where they test drugs on children, tie them to walls, tie them to post to have sex with them. So it depends on what they do, but they do a lot of evil things.
I see. So some children survive these kind of parties, some don't. All right.
Exactly.
I'm kind of curious about the lifestyle of these children who are involved in this kind of things like you, right? So you went to school, right? And how does this work? How do they decide who gets to go to school, who stay underground, or
In my time, I went to school, but I wasn't really at school. By the time that I got to high school, I had a education of a fifth grade child, maybe 10 years old, 11 years old. I loved being at school, but I could never be there peacefully. By the time that I was with my pimp who was taking me to elite parties, he was, because I was in foster care and I was in the government system, he let me stay. As long as I came with him, he paid off my foster parents. He walked into my home, my foster home one day, and sat down with my foster dad, paid him off, and they let me leave out of the front door.
Okay, this is my first time hearing of a foster dad. This is new. I ain't gonna hold you. This a new one here. A foster dad? That
Bruh.
that's a new one there. Yeah,
Bruh.
that's a new one right there. Okay, all right. I hope y'all following the story. Okay, so the pimp walked in the front door, just walked in. Hey, hey, everybody sit down. Where's Allie Carter? Hey, pimp. Hey, bro, get over here. Man, bro, I'm gonna give you 20 stacks. She coming with me. She coming with me. Don't you say a motherfucking word. Sit your ass down. Come on, Allie. Let's go. Let's go. Is that what she said? That's what happened, right?
They kept the garage open at night. Even though it was showing up that I was supposed to be at school, my pimp had someone who worked in my schools. And the recording system that calls you and tells you that your child is tardy or your child wasn't at school today, that was someone was strategically placed to make sure that no one was calling my foster home and no one was calling my social worker. Eventually, I wasn't in school. That's why I went to so many high schools. I wasn't in school. When I was a child, I was being beaten, raped, and abused so much that I was never really at school. I had, my name was in a school, I was enrolled into a school, but I was never really there. That's not always the case for everybody. Everything is different. It's different for every survivor. Some survivors may just stay with their pimp, drop out of school completely, and have to stay where they are. Sometimes I've been taken to a job where we went over the Mexico border, and because they had so many kids, they divvied them out depending on where they were going. So if you were crying too much, you went to somewhere underground and you stayed there. If you were already sick, they're going to sell you to somebody who has AIDS or somebody who has some type of disease where they're dying anyway, so you're dying anyway, and they feel like they're just going to sell you to them. If you're not fighting back, they'll put you within escort services, dress you up and make you look like an adult, and nobody asks us any questions. For me, I was with my pimp. I wasn't with my pimps, Johns, and traffickers. 3 different things.
Listen. Let me tell y'all something, and I want y'all to pay close attention here. Shelly, I know you're gonna be watching this. Ain't the one of y'all headquarters in Mexico? Oh, okay. I know you watching this. Ain't one of y'all headquarters in Mexico? Okay, let's go.
So I was with my pimp. He told me, do what I say. If you do what you're supposed to do, we'll get married. He had other girls, other kids in his possession, but it was a competition at all times. And I did whatever I had to do, whether that was telling on them, putting them in danger, telling on what maybe if they tried to leave or if they tried to do something, I would tell on them so that way I could stay in his good grace. So I became very close to him. By the time I was 15, I had a very expensive wedding ring on, a few of them that my adopted mom now smashed several times in the middle of the street because she didn't understand why I was coming home with bruises or coming to visitation or visits with her. And I'm telling her I'm married now at 15. I had bruises at one point. He cracked my ribs for talking back and doing something that I wasn't supposed to do, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. At the time, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I just thought this is my husband. This is my boyfriend. I'm supposed to do what he says. Um, and there were many times where everybody knew, but no one did anything. So I stayed very close to him until he auctioned me to Russia, and I ran from him as well.
Bruh.
Everybody that's coming in, thank y'all so much for coming over here to your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. All right, y'all, let me be serious for a moment.
Bruh.
Um, if you notice, if you listen very closely, she said several times, and then when I turned 15, and then when I turned 15, well, and then 14 and between 14 and 15, and then when I turned 15, y'all catching that? All this stuff is going on, but then she say, and then when I turned 15, okay, let's go.
I see. I see. These children that have been trafficked, there were lots of them missing every year. And people know there's this thing called Amber Alert, right? So they
Hmm.
don't get lots of messages from Amber Alert. Do you know what's wrong with that?
I do. If you look up who owns Amber Alert, that is John
Mm.
Podesta and the Rothschild. There are 13 dark Illuminati bloodlines, and they have created this system called Amber Alert. You have to think that how many times do you get one of those? But if you look up online where you are right now, how many children are missing in your area? How many children have been gone in your area? And then
Let me see this right here. Melissa said, "What is your question?" Melissa said, "She gets everyone lost in so many intricate detailed purposes. Do you know if she's repeated the same details over any story more than once?" Yes, that's a yes, Melissa. And so far in this first video, we still stuck on the first video. Um, she said the same. She said the same line, but with three different stories now. Okay, this is why I played this video here. This is why I played this video, and y'all just have to bear with me because I got a lot that's running at the same time. In this video here, that's why I played this one first. Okay,
multiple times. I was sold to Joe Biden multiple times. Um, I went from the Buckingham Palace to under the Getty Museum in Los Angeles. And everybody is so worried about the elite. And we could give those names of Barack Obama, Joe Biden. We know about Michelle Obama, that's a man. We know about Too Short. We know about Akon and Steven Tyler. And we can give those names all day. And everybody is so worried about that. But what you should be worried about is the people that are in between, the people that go as low as your grave diggers. I was trafficked to people within my schools. I was trafficked in underground tunnels that link under your schools. through your cemeteries, under your amusement parks, through Universal Studios, and into Hollywood elite homes all over the place, all over the world.
So the names that you just mentioned, Barack Obama, Steven Tyler, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama, have you had personal sexual experiences with these people?
Yes.
Okay. So you heard this. She talked about what she witnessed at these Diddy freak off parties. She, excuse my French. She talks about what goes on in Russia. That she been to Russia. She also talks about that she's been to the White House twice with Obama and then Joe Biden. She had smacks with Obama, Joe Biden, and Michelle Obama. You heard it. He asked the question. She said yes. In the same breath, she says that I was with my birth mother, and then at 15, I ran away, got into a mental home, and then I got adopted after that. That's why I have these the forms and stuff that you see up here. This is Shelly speaking through Allie. She's using Allie as a mouthpiece, as a voice box. Shelly is a master manipulator. You hear what I'm saying? She would feed Allie. She would ask Allie these open-ended questions, and Allie would feed into the narrative. This is why you hear the stories that she gives and present to you all. And so many people ran with these stories as if these stories actually took place. So now y'all seeing, hey, wait a minute. That don't make sense. How this, and this happened, but you still turning 15. You turned 15 3 times already in the same breath.
How many Amber Alerts do you receive? They put out certain ones, and usually some of those are in your face telling you what somebody is ordering. Those are lies. Some of them, some people have said, oh, well, we have found the child, but where are the rest of them? If you go into the stores, you'll see sometimes a wall of children that they're usually the same weight, the standard trafficking weight, like 104 to 115. I was never allowed to go under 114 ever. I would be beat. They would take food away from me. I was never allowed to move a certain weight. So when I finally got with my mom that adopted me, I got really fat, side note, but I try to use dark humor. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but this is what I do to cope. Sorry.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yes.
Hold on, whoa, hold on. You not
the
finna.
only thing I got.
Whoa, you not finna speed past that. Did she just say a narcotic? Hold on.
I got really fat, side note, but I try to use dark humor. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but this is what I do to cope.
We're coping. We're coping. Also, if y'all noticed, she said that when she got with Shelly, she got big. Most of the times, what happened when a woman gets big? When she gain a lot of weight? What happens when you are a certain weight and you know you are consistent with their weight, and all out of the blue you gain a lot of weight? What do that mean when it comes to a woman? I'm gonna see if y'all paying attention. I'm vaping, by the way. That's why I'm off the camera. Southern say baby on board. Y'all said baby. The video that I posted, did y'all see that she's crying out? She was speaking to her child that's somewhere. She said it wasn't her choice. So now this opens up a whole new question. Shelly, What happened to Allie when she ran to you? Who did she get pregnant by? And I'm going to put a pin in it. Now we getting somewhere.
Sorry.
It's a defense mechanism.
Yes. Yeah, it's the only thing I got, or I'll sit in a corner and cry.
Same as me.
Yeah, thank you. So see, you're not alone. But yeah, there's a situation with Amber Alert where you have to look at how many times do you get a weather alert for a flood in your area, or a snowstorm or a sandstorm coming. You should be getting the same amount of alerts for children, and you don't. And that's when you have to ask the question, why not? Why aren't we notified when someone is missing from our area? Why can't we help look for them? People put up lost dog flyers more than they do for children. Why is that? Amber Alert to me is a scam. And for the things that I know, some of my pimps used to tell me that they had to go, or they had to start moving, because when an Amber Alert came through, it was a signal. It's an order. Somebody will say there is a 4-year-old baby missing. They've been put in a blue Toyota. This is the license plate for it. The names of the person that took them is so and so. Sometimes that is an order right in your face that comes to your phone, to tell you that there is a 4-year-old baby on their way to so and so. It's almost like a cushion for the public, because in a million years did you think that you would ever be looking up the fact that people are eating human flesh? There is something called Bite Lab that is out now, and Ellen DeGeneres was selling her blood so that she could put it into a steak, and so people can eat it and consume her blood. This is something that's not new. This is just something that they're bringing to your attention now because it's been in the dark for so long. So to me, Amber Alert is a cushion for people to feel better, like, oh, we're doing something, or oh, we know. And in reality, they're the ones guilty. You'll notice on mainstream media, people will talk about it. They'll bring you right up to it, but they'll never do a segment again. Look how many times people speak on COVID, but you don't hear people speak on child trafficking the same way, missing children the same way. This is not just something that's happening to foster children. This is something that is happening to all children. I think it's a scam.
All right. So when you say it's a signal, what do you mean exactly? Like, do you have to move because this area is kind of hot for you to stay in? All right.
Exactly.
I see.
Your pimps will get up.
All right, let me ask y'all a question before we continue. If y'all want your boy Great Vibes to continue this live, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all are learning, if you are learning something, if you learned something thus far, drop a 1 in the chat. I need to know this before we continue to the next segment. Or I'm just wasting your damn time.